Legend of Total War here with a tutorial video on how to set up a hot seat campaign for Medieval 2 Total War. So first thing that you must have is the Kingdoms expansion, and the one way to tell that is whether or not it's version 1.05 or 1.052, that's the Steam version, in your options. If it's version 1.03, you're playing vanilla. So this is the grand campaign, but it's also the retrofit mod. And what the retrofit mod does is takes the grand campaign, brings it into Kingdoms so that you can play hot seats. So go into multiplayer, go into hot seat campaign, and then all you have to do is select the players that you want. So the ones that are flashing are the ones that are going to be human controlled. So for example, if we didn't want to have a person playing Spain, just deselect it, and then once you've got all your settings right, then you press start. Then you just doing a test here. You can see we'll go through them all. You obviously want to set up your passwords. England, France, Holy Roman Empire, and then we'll skip Spain and go straight to Venice. Okay, and then it continues on to the next player's turn, and that's how you get a 4-player hot seat going. Of course, if you're playing stainless steel and there's like 23 available players, all you gotta do is select them all, and you can play as all 23. So now we'll go into the strat file, and I'll explain some further details on how to tweak your hot seat settings. Okay, so from here you can see basically my computer. So I've got Medieval 2 Total War installed in local C. So if you want to find the strat file, we go into Medieval 2, then you've got to go into mods, because it wouldn't be in vanilla. Mods, here are all the mods I've got installed. We want retrofit, because that's what we're playing. Then you want to look into data, world, maps, campaign, imperial campaign, and here it is here, the SCR strat file right there. And you also want to make sure, properties, that it's not read-only. I've left it read-only right now. So basically, if I was to come, this is the strat file, so I'll just reopen it. If I was to do anything right now, and then try and save it, oh fuck, it did actually save. Well, I don't know how that happened. It's supposed to be on read-only. Maybe because I don't know. Anyway, it's supposed to not be able to do anything. Anyway, you can see that these were the only playable factions. If you want to make certain factions playable, all you got to do, grab all these, all of them, and stick them in there, and then save it. Should be saving. Yeah, it's saving. So now they're all playable. Okay, now you don't want to put these ones in here because they can't be played. You can also change the timescale, start date, end date, things like that. Now another thing that you can decide on is the turn order. The way to decide the turn order is just based on what order it shows up here. So for example, England comes first in just what's written here. So England will always come first in a hot seat campaign if it's being chosen. But if you want the person who's playing England to come last, you simply grab all of England's data here. Okay, so that moves on to France. Control X, so that's cut. And then we go right down to the bottom of the list. So there's obviously quite a lot. But the thing is, you don't want to go right down the bottom, because if you go right down here, it's no longer faction stuff. So you got to be careful. Right before Rebels, where is it? So it can be a little bit finicky, but if you're not a complete, I don't know, impatient, you can get through it. So faction slave, that's rebel. So if we want England to come after the Timurids, we just dump them in there. Okay, it's not going to change anything on the campaign map except the turn order. Once again, England will always go before a human-controlled England will always go before a AI-controlled anyone. So human players always go first. So that's how you decide the turn order. I don't want to save the data there. Okay, in addition to that, if you want to change the win conditions, it's all right here. So you can see win conditions, take region, so you can put that to 145, making victory impossible because there aren't that many settlements in there. Oh shit, it doesn't matter. And it also says, outlive Milan, Byzantium. There's other different code that you can put in there. Just Google it. And that's really all you need to know in regard to how to set up a hot seat campaign. And I guess that's the end of this video, so I'll see you next time, fuckers.